just broke the thing. I heard it.
Did you?
I heard it and
it's
I felt
like those
it.
planes.
With my heart. Sorry. I'm hungover. Slash still drunk, I think, maybe.
Those eye patches are absorbing the liquor from your body.
I feel like a small child.
Not liquor, beer. Unless you drink liquor, I don't know.
I had one Uno shot of tequila.
Usurp your throne?
What?
Did I take your chair?
No, this is my chair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is my chair.
a problem that I have everywhere I go.
Oh, I
it doesn't
see.
matter if it's my own home or not.
I see. I'm not far away.
We need to get you a little stool.
That lovely, friendly voice that you hear is Jeremy Dobski, everybody. He is visiting from Toronto.
This lovely voice.
You have a lovely voice.
Love Canada.
A lovely, friendly voice, eh? I love Canada. We love Canada.
I mean, you guys love Canada.
Despite,
So classic.
I don't.
The grass is always greener,
Yeah.
especially across borders.
What do you feel about Justin Trudeau?
We,
No, we don't
we
got
have really good. All I gotta
Off
say
rip.
is my country's got really good PR. It looks real good from here.
Oh no, one of my best friends is Canadian, and she's like, yeah, it's not too much. We got the same shit going on over there. We did a lot of fucked up shit to Indigenous people too. So yeah.
Same, but different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like run by banks and corporations, yeah,
As any good country should be.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's the only way.
I'm trying to get a corporation to run my shit.
yeah.
real.
Our banks
Corporations, call me.
don't share, but a corporation to run your shit. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have somebody working for us. You know?
Yeah.
You know what?
Anything, truly.
We made
Help.
you guys rich. Why don't you do a little work for us now?
Never.
Save our souls. Oh, that's really loud. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna.
You want me
live
to
here now.
hold it?
No, it's okay. I'm
You want me to
just,
hold
you
your
know,
bobble?
I want somebody to hold my legs. Just,
Here, let's share.
Lift you.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh, no, I lost the cat, though.
Oh, he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be.
He's a thirsty ass motherfucker.
All right, I'll see you later, pal.
He'll be right.
He's into
back.
CBT. We just found out.
Yeah.
What's that?
What do you think it is?
Well, it's one of two things,
Cat
actually.
butt tootsie. I don't know.
No. There's a therapeutic. Well, both could be therapeutic. There's cognitive behavioral therapy, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
Oh, yes,
And
yes,
also
yes.
cock and ball torture, which you might,
Also be
judging
familiar
by your man's haircut, be familiar with.
I think we're getting there probably
You're getting
soon.
there? You ball busting?
Every once in a while, I was like,
Little
can
bit,
you
little
just give it a little nibble?
Just make me feel alive.
No, the CBT is like busting them. You bust them.
That's-
You like
Step on them.
step on
Step on
them.
them with heels.
I'm not
Bend
here to
them and
kink
twist
shame,
them.
but holy shit. Why?
Some people.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys don't
What
even know
makes
what having
feel
balls
good
is like.
about
That is
that?
the most horrific nightmare I could ever imagine.
Would you rather have
That's
balls or give birth?
awful.
have balls or give birth?
Yeah.
I'd rather have balls.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As long as
Yeah.
we're clear.
We all want balls. You don't want balls?
I don't want balls, but I want a dick.
That's good.
I
That's
think
a-
I want the full
that's a
package.
good-
I'm like
that's a good
non-binary
idea.
in the sense that I wish I had a beard and a dick, but I love my body. I love my tits. I love my vagina. I love being a woman. But give me a dick and a beard, I'd be hot and I would fuck.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I would love a dick. I would love a dick.
I wish I could just like pull it out when I wanted, like just inverse my pussy into a dick.
Yes.
Oh, for a second, 'cause you're like, I wish I could just pull it out when I wanted. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of guys who feel that way.
My boyfriend being one of them. Speaking
You
of
don't have anybody running around being like, "Hey, how long's your pussy?"
some people.
Yeah, maybe there is. There's
people
probably
are
someone
like-
who likes a long pussy.
Or how long?
Yeah.
Let me measure it. Do you know how long? How many?
What, like the
millimeters are
vagina
your
cavity
labia?
itself? Like how?
That is a real thing.
how?
I don't know. What would we measure? Like the inside or the labia?
Yeah.
Both.
Both.
That's our dick and our balls.
And it,
Or the vulva. Or does it start at the? Does length start at the?
yeah,
at
where does the
vulva?
length start? If
I
any of you have any
think it
opinions
does,
on this, call
honestly.
us.
I think
Yeah.
it does start at the vulva.
But
right?
there are people going, how tight is your pussy? So, you know, there's length, there's tight, there's whatever. We're all
We got
judging
a lot of
each
things we
other.
could be measuring.
width.
We're all judging and measuring.
You know, I never really
The
thought about
moisture.
that because we are constantly like, it's long, girthy, short, the balls. Like we're constantly, but yeah, no one's really like talking about all the parts.
Yeah.
And measuring all the parts and
Yeah.
the width and the girth.
Like
Or-
how
Of the
big is
vagina?
your
Yeah.
urethra?
Right. That's a great question for a first date. Mm-hmm. I would ask that. And then I'd find out, ayo. Sorry.
What do men talk about when they talk about vaginas? Like, is it like, oh, it was hairy, it was stinky?
Well, if it's
Looking at you, kid.
every once in a while, if it's like a notable stinky, because stinky's fine.
Yeah.
But there's like every once in a while, there's a notable stinky. You go, hey, dude, there was there were hints of
The notable stench.
Yeah, there were
It smelled
notes
like
of
Eastern Market.
notes of wood.
Mahogany,
There was
mahogany teak.
There was like an earthiness to it. Yeah, I once. I've actually never talked about this on stage, but I'm trying to get to it because I don't want to belittle somebody for this, but here because I really liked this
Live your
person.
life.
Okay, so I dated this girl and I really liked her. She was great. She still is great. I'm sure somewhere now. Mm-hmm.
We're convinced.
She had what's called anosmia, where you have no sense of smell.
Oh no!
And there was one night where we were hooking up, and there was a stench, a notable
stench.
a notable.
If
Not even
anyone talked about my vagina and said the word stench,
Well, it was a no. Listen, she
would
didn't have a
end
sense
my
of
life.
smell. She had stenches sometimes, and she
Not
listen,
even smells, just stenches.
She only ate like chicken fingers because like she didn't have like a palate, like she was lovely.
all she
But
ate was chicken fingers, so her pussy tasted like.
no, she just didn't have a sense of smell or a palate as a result of it. So she just didn't know certain things. She didn't know
Yeah.
if she had BO. Like she didn't know.
Okay.
And so I went and I'm down there and I'm like, tonight's a little different, But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. But I
Oh, you're so sweet.
but then
You're
it
so
happened.
Canadian.
But then it happened again, and I was like, maybe I should. Well, no.
Did you complete the job?
Yeah, of
with the
course.
stench?
Did you
Of course
cry?
I did. Did I cry? No.
Wow.
I'm
Were
a
you
good
good for you?
No, I'm a good man. Yeah. No, that's
Yo,
my
baby, I'm coming.
that's my orgasm noise. No, but here's what
like an
happened
onion?
was it was like a real moral quandary for me, especially because I thought maybe like what if something's wrong, like, and she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Because I've had partners in the past who've had some issues and they're like, oh, something's wrong, that's why it's
Right.
They were lying.
and anyway, so for like a couple of days I was thinking about it, and I talked to my buddy and I'm like, I decided, I was like, well, if she was blind, I think I would help her across the street. Like we'd read subtitles if she was hard of hearing.
You were being ableist by not telling her
I
pussy
was being
stink.
so,
100%.
and then I told her, and it ruined our entire relationship. It ruined everything because she was like, "Oh, you just think she." We kept going, and then at one point she's like, I can't. Like, I understand that you did the right thing, but now I just think that
I can't look you
that
in the
you
eye
think that
after you smelled my
that
eye.
my pussy stinks." And I was like,
I don't
thought
think it does.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's not a thought that I had. But
an
she,
experience.
But she had a whole thing because I was like, just in case, like, what if something I mentioned, like, what if you're unwell? She ended up going to the doctor and like asking her best friend what she thought, and
I would sniff yours if you needed me to. Just so you know. Yeah.
Anyway,
Only when you're not looking.
See, dude, I would never sniff my buddy's balls. I would never do it. I would
Not
never
even
do
for
it.
like a medical, like.
No.
Really?
I would take a look.
Okay.
Like if he was like, "There's something here. Can you?" All right, pull it out. Let's see. Let's
But
make
you'd
sure.
probably smell it if you were that close.
Yeah,
That's
balls
true.
do smell. Anyway, yeah, she ended up moving to Vancouver after.
Over here talking
Dang,
about
she
stinky
skipped
pussy and you
town.
got
Her
sweaty
pussy
balls.
smelled so bad.
Yeah,
No,
all
she was-
rosy with the stench. She
was-
left
was,
town.
she
Holy
was,
shit.
she was wonderful, and I it was a horror. It was horrible, and I did the
That
right thing. That's the
is-
worst
you did
part.
the right
I
thing.
did the right thing, and I was.
Absolutely.
That's what
Absolutely.
you should never do. The right.
If you're ever in Vancouver and
you've
smell
learned
something funky, it's
anything.
that bitch. No, lovely, beautiful gowns, beautiful girl. Have you ever?
Were you Trump?
No. Have you ever seen? There's like an interview of
Beautiful
Aretha
dogs.
Franklin where this person's asking her about a bunch of different people, like fucking Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey, and she just has all these compliments, and then it gets to I think Taylor Swift, and she says gowns, beautiful gowns, or it might have been Jennifer Lopez, but all Aretha Franklin had to say about
Beautiful gowns.
Yes, gowns, beautiful gowns.
Beautiful gowns, beautiful girl. Not talented.
Yeah, but stanky.
The stank. Speaking of stank, how's your mom?
My mom?
Yeah. We're talking about your mom. What's her pussy smell like?
He hated it. He's Canadian.
sorry.
He's not.
Yeah.
We gotta be polite here.
I lived in Florida. I'm
it's fine.
I'm lesser Canadian.
You're the most
That
American it
cancels
can
it
get. Holy shit.
I'm pretty American.
What part of Florida did you live in?
I lived in West Palm, Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah. I don't know
West
anything about Florida.
Palm.
South Florida.
Is
Everyone's
that Afro
stupid.
Man singing about that?
What's that?
West Palm? Was that Afro Man song?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't remember?
No, that's Palmdale. That's California.
Palmdale, California.
California.
I forgot. I only know every lyric when it's on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My mom, she's never okay.
Never okay.
She's never okay.
But she's alive.
Yeah, like if she was like, everything's going great, I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Like I've never, we're going to visit, and she's like, it's going to be a weird time. It's going to be very stressful. We're going through a thing. I'm like, yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me. I figured I would get there and there would be chaos of some sort going on. So that's my mom. I've come to terms with it.
Okay, so I need to get a better you need you to paint the stage for me because you're Jewish and you're saying that you have a lot of women in your family.
There's mostly women.
Mostly
in my
women in your family,
Yeah, I have 4
and that's
sisters.
why you're so sweet and tell women that their pussy stink when they do.
Yeah, I always told my sisters that their pussies stank.
That's a great
and
brother.
that's,
Brother of the year.
I didn't necessarily know, but that's just what a brother does.
Sure. Yeah.
If it was my little brother, I would have told him that his dick stinks. That was just it's just what you do.
That's just what you do. I didn't have any siblings, so yeah, I'm very jealous. I wish somebody was around to tell me my pussy stinks. Will you tell me my pussy stinks?
That's what you got me for, baby.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh.
stinky old pussy
Hell
asshole.
yeah.
You both now know that I'll tell you if your pussy stinks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother Jeremy. Okay, but Jewish,
What do you want to know about my mom? You asked me questions,
what's
I'll
your
answer.
background again? We talked about a little bit about your grandparents yesterday, and I want to kind of revisit that as well.
Oh God, you want to talk about the Holocaust?
survivor.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty
You guys want to talk about
crazy.
No, we don't.
Well, there was this little town. It was a gated community that they lived in.
It stank.
It definitely stank.
Stinky ass gated community.
Oh yeah. It was everybody stank.
God. But yeah, that's pretty impressive. But okay, are you guys, what country are they from?
We're all so my dad's parents are both Polish. My mother's parents one's Russian, one's Polish.
But you said that a lot of them look like me, have my skin tone.
I have most of my family are dark skinned.
They looking Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I have a sister who looks Puerto Rican. Yeah. We don't know
Skipped
why.
you?
Skipped me.
Skipped
wow,
you.
that's
Yeah, I'm like, this is what Poland looks like.
Yeah, what a calico litter. They
Yeah,
had.
yeah. No, there are very few that look like this. In fact, my sister had her 3rd kid, and he came out looking because her other kids they're all dark features, and then she had one kid that looked like me, and I was like, "You son of a bitch! You stole my glory."
So is that the Russian then?
I don't know.
Please correct me if I'm being dumb. I'm always dumb.
If you're being racist again?
Well, there's
Again.
when you're you probably know when you're an oppressed people.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Sometimes
We're familiar.
Sometimes some sort of mixing ends up happening.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The air quotes. It's the air quotes for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Some sort of Euro something that tans well and looks good.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
So just
I'm not the only
mutts.
person with blue eyes in my family. There's a couple, but overall, nobody's this white. Yeah.
Wow, you did it.
I'm gonna look up the history. I need to see them. I need to see a map. I could probably figure out which brown swooped
There's
it up.
a
In Russia and Poland,
There's a globe.
it's probably the Mongolians.
Oh,
there's a globe right
should
there.
I go get the globe?
And then
Yeah,
there's
go
like,
get
well,
it.
then there's like the Afghani border, right?
Ew.
You ever you ever done a 23andMe? You ever sell your DNA?
No, I've given it away for free, but I've never.
Hey, hey-o. Dude, again,
That's
having
what
a dick is so fun.
actually my Russian grandmother, because she was telling me she would pay for me to do a 23andMe, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna just give my DNA away to the Chinese government or whatever. And she was like, I bet you have left your DNA in plenty of places. Like my grandma said that, and I was like, well,
So
you're
they're
right,
funny.
Grandma.
They're funny women.
Yeah, we're Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all Jewish people.
There you go.
That's how you survive.
That's what do you think started stand-up comedy? You know,
Annoying, complaining,
yeah,
funny.
Yeah, I resent that.
Not the men.
No, the funny part.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, the men are not known to be whiny or complainy. I think that it was the fact that like that Woody Allen was like the most visible Jewish guy for a long time that like created the stereotype that like we're all, and there are a lot of us who are like that.
Yeah. You look like maybe you could be related to Woody Allen somewhere down the line.
How do you feel about
All
that?
That's why you gotta sell it.
Listen, he's
You're white.
Listen, I will say he's one of the he is one of the funniest to ever have existed, but he's
Great artist. Great artist.
Disgusting little man.
No,
Disgusting
I'm
little creep.
not thinking of Woody Allen, and I can't remember the man I'm thinking of, but I will come back to it because I was like, wait,
Seth Rogen.
No, not Seth Rogen. There's
I get that.
There's
I
a
do
different
get that
guy.
a lot.
Just naming all the Jews.
Yeah, I'm naming all the.
Just name them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luda.
Ludicrous. I don't think Luda's Jewish.
No.
He could be a black Jew. He's Lenny Kravitz.
No,
He could
if
be a
anything,
black
he's
Jew.
one of the black Israelites. No.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Those
black
guys,
Muslims
yeah.
that sell the strawberries.
Yep. Here we go. We always sneak the strawberry into
I've
every
been
podcast
looking
episode.
for them.
I love that. We should find them. We should have them on the pod.
They were on the street the other day, and Selena was like, what does this man want? And I was like, he's trying to convert us, and he doesn't have any strawberries or pies. So we're not rolling the window down.
Oh, I thought you were walking.
You sell strawberries and pies to convert people?
Yeah.
Damn.
Welcome to
No,
America.
they sell them. They sell them.
I do want to learn more about your mom, though. How did
Yeah, what's wrong with
How
her?
did she meet her dad?
How did she meet her dad?
Or your dad? My
So
brain
my
is
mom and
in
my
this
dad,
mug.
my mom and dad, my family's after my grandparents are all from Montreal, and they met. They just lived in like a pretty insular community. There's as all cities have, their minorities find their own ghettoization.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And
Yeah,
so
barrio.
yeah, my mom and my dad just were like in the same neighborhood. My dad was he was on like the poorer side, and my mom was not, but they were both like hot, and my dad was probably like they were like hot. Like I told you the other day, like the reason my parents were together, and I'm glad that they're not, is because I think they were just like good looking idiots, and then they had children. Yeah, I like. My dad was an athlete, and I don't know what my mom did. I have no idea.
Really?
I smoked cigarettes. I don't know what my mom did.
Smoke cigarettes?
Yeah,
A
my
little
dad was an
badass.
athlete. And I don't know. They met. I don't really know. They kind of knew each other, and then they met on like a ski slope or some shit. And
Like cocaine?
my dad,
Yeah.
my dad dated my mom's best friend. Like I think they were both sluts.
I love as one is when they're hot.
This is exciting.
Totally. I
Yeah.
think my parents were both sluts, and I think that
Okay.
they're like, they weren't smart ones. As you know, the 70s didn't create so many.
Yeah.
Not as many educated sluts as we have today.
Correct.
And
Sitting with
so-
two right now.
So they had
Maybe 3?
Maybe 3.
they had some
4.
children.
Ludacris is here.
Then they got
reuse
they
it?
got divorced.
Yeah. This is fine.
Sorry.
And they got divorced, and they both married like way better people than either one of them.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're both with like really great people now.
How long were they married?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know anything.
I don't know anything.
You're just like black out?
I was a baby.
Oh, you were a baby.
Yeah, I was the last straw, I'm sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I was that hate fuck baby, you
It's
know?
not your fault. It's not
they
your fault.
They probably had like one real sexy argument, and then I was born from it. And
That's exciting.
That's probably
You're from passion.
I feel like that's my personality.
Yeah.
Like the hate fuck baby.
I could agree with that.
A little anxious.
Yeah.
Funny,
You know,
good time,
yeah,
chill.
I'm all right. Yeah.
Do you have an anger inside of you?
Oh yeah.
It lives in there.
Yeah.
Did you get it from your dad? Is your dad a dick?
Both my parents are angry dicks.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. But my dad, it's probably my dad's anger. That's what we get.
Well, you told me you fought your dad.
I have fought my dad. Yeah. We don't do that anymore. But
That's
man,
good.
When I was a kid, yeah.
Like out in the lawn, like how trashy
No,
are
it was
we
in the kitchen.
getting?
It was in the kitchen.
Kitchen's a
Yeah.
scary place to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of sharp
You would
corners.
know.
I do know.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
your
remember.
spot.
I don't remember what happened. Look, I have a really good relationship with my parents now. Like,
I already
you know,
forgot you put those on.
you're asking for like the history, and the histories of Rocky, but now like I've done a lot of therapy and come to terms
Yeah.
with people being who they are, and like me
Same.
having to grow if I want change.
Totally.
And so I love my parents. Like everything's good, but you know, as a comedian, I have a lot to say about them.
Yeah.
And they both should not have done any of the. I'm happy to be here, you know, but
Yeah, of course.
But like, you know, my half siblings, so like there was just me and my older sister, then my parents married, they had other kids. My half siblings, they're like doing real good.
Because they were, you know, products of the
Love,
proper pairs.
yeah. Love, yeah.
Love, there it is.
Yeah,
There
they're
it
products
is.
of love. And we were products of like two fucking horny teenagers.
Yeah.
Dude, they had their kid, at least they had their kids in their 20s, but like
Sure.
it's because they were like horny teenagers.
I have physically fought my mother. I'm sure you physically fought your mom.
Never.
Oh wait, we've talked about this. She like looks and acts like a bad mom, but she was like never hit you, which is great.
No, she hit me once.
And that was enough.
That was enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she cried about it.
Yeah.
It was in public too.
Oh yeah. The way that I have, my mom, like when I was really young, my mom threw a full can of beer at my head, like just insane, crazy, dumb shit.
Like it was open?
What a waste.
No, it was not open.
Oh, then it's not a waste.
Oh,
Yeah,
did it
It
open?
wasn't a waste. Oh wait. No. Yeah.
It's like
just
fireworks after getting.
the sound of my insecurities building up onto themselves forever.
You should have cracked it and be like, so what? You know?
Oh my god, I just
Picked it up, fucking smashed it on my
Like
head
that
again.
one comic who dealt with that heckler. Did you ever see? She was like
Yes,
talking,
that video went viral.
They threw a beer and she picked it
Don't
up and
know her
drank it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking badass. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that was like the moment that I think all of us were like, we need to record everything.
That's what makes a headliner.
That's what makes a headliner. She probably is a headliner from
She
that
is a headliner
fucking
because of that video. No, that's why I made the joke.
God.
I was trying not to be vindictive about it.
Oh, we're
do you want
we
to
put the V in
plant me
vagina
in the crowd
vindictive.
to throw something at you?
Maybe.
I'll do it.
I love that.
What? Shh, cut this out.
Release some anger on me.
Like the old tomatoes.
Yes.
We need to bring back
The fish bones.
rotten tomatoes. Fish bones.
This wasn't planned at all.
I'm coming to the indie with a bucket of
Tomatoes.
slop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please do.
Somebody's compost bucket.
Did people
Oh,
just
God.
bring like their old produce with them to shows and be like, "Gee, I hope someone fucks it up tonight"?
I
Like,
also
why-
wonder
how did
why
that
you-
I
happen?
had to have been that because also like what a waste of food. If it
yeah,
doesn't
I was gonna
old,
say,
it
were
has
y'all
to be
poor?
old. Yeah, they were poor as hell.
Throwing your fucking food.
Yeah,
I can't make soup with this. It's way too far gone.
way too far gone.
It's a
which
bad
is
batch.
actually disgusting.
The Woody I was thinking of was Woody Harrelson.
Oh, way different.
Yeah,
I'll
and I was
take
like,
it.
I was like,
I'll
he's
take
Jewish.
it.
Yeah.
No, he's
He's not. He's not.
no.
But I feel like you look like you could be related
I'll
to him.
take it. He's a handsome Gentile.
He's a handsome.
He is
yeah.
handsome. You're handsome.
Yeah, you got
okay.
good
your
bone
handsomeness.
structure.
I'm
Yeah.
handsome. Thank you. That's nice to hear.
Oh.
Oh.
You know who's not
Got good bone
handsome?
structure.
You can hear those boots coming down the stairs.
Hey,
you
what's
for
up,
fuck.
pal?
What's going on?
Brett Silverino, everybody.
They were just telling me that I have good
Go
bone
this
structure.
way.
Good
Go
bone-
this. You
do have
can
good bone structure.
Hey,
go.
thanks.
Come sit over
Come
here.
sit with me.
Yeah, come on over.
Come on over.
Come on, pal.
Oh,
Just join the
it's fine,
episode.
so-
Oh, there you go.
Should
we
we-
do need to move it.
Should we stop and?
Yeah, we're gonna I want to ask Jeremy one more question. Oh, do you have a mom of the week for your episode? Did
Do
you
I
pick a mom of the week?
Yeah, I feel like I painted my parents in a really bad light in that episode. My mom of the week, honestly, I was thinking like mom. I think about a lot of famous movies, especially like Disney movies and a lot of epics. Like the mom's not there.
Yeah.
I was thinking about like where like Luke and Leia's mom is never. No one ever talks about their mom. Everyone's always upset with their dad, but at least he was around.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is their mom?
Dead.
Is she dead? Yeah, she's
Yeah.
for sure dead.
She's dead.
Oh wait, I know who her mom is.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, right.
She's
Yeah.
a huge part of the movie.
Padme.
Yeah.
You just
Padme.
don't care about women.
I just don't. No, it's because I don't care. You know what it is? It's that I blocked out the prequels, and now I'm like, yeah, Padme. She would have been a great mom.
I
She
would
would have
have
been a
her.
great
Would've.
mom. She would have been a
We'll
great mom.
learn more
Thank
about
you-
how
thank you for
Jeremy
being here.
hates women in part 2.
Yeah,
Give us a
yeah.
second. We'll be back
Yeah.
next week with Jeremy and Sofarino. Willie, what'd you call him? Woody Harrelson?